Help. Help me. Help me. Help me. It's Savage AF, y'all. An involuntary drill solo edition, as most are. But I will let you know. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Um, Shang, not feeling well today. Said he woke up early, not feeling well, and is just kind of has had to bow out tonight. So first of all, yes, this is Kuchadamas. I see you. This is a Dro solo. I'm gonna acknowledge y'all right up from the top because I appreciate y'all being here. Bronda, Nicole, H, that is, because I know we got a couple Nicoles that come in now, and we love that. Breezy JJ's, Stacy P, nice and early. All right, we like her. Miss Pink, the Enigma. We're gonna figure out one day, Maya Baker. Kuchadamas. Zenat, welcome back. What up, though? Miss Miranda, get your glass, girl. Come on, pour something out. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate you. So yeah, Maya Baker says, finger crossed, he feels better. Um, Pam Knox, I see you. See, Pam Knox came in hot too. Shane got the Rona. New York COVID is up 50% in the last week. He did just get back from the NYC. Got a curl out there on the wild. Today is what Black Pager would call a bad hair day. Whatever. But Shang did just travel. Was in New York and on the East Coast. So absolutely, the first thing I want to start off with is thoughts and prayers in hopes that Shang is absolutely all right, will recover perfectly. Said he just kind of feels like shit right now. Um, so we'll let him rest. I'll definitely check in with him after the show and just see what's up and if he needs anything. But send your good vibes out, y'all. Send them good vibes out for Shang and Dang, and make sure he comes back nice and strong tomorrow or whenever he's ready. But as long as he gets ready again. Yes, feel better, Shang and Lang. Bronda says Shang is just tired. That's what these are the things we hope for, right? It's just like, but this is the wild part. Before we, I gotta remind myself today not to be like we gonna do. It's just me, but it really is us. So it's we. I appreciate y'all, but Bronda's, Shang is just tired. We really hope that, um, but there was this time like just 3 years ago, right? If we're in 22 right now, 2019, somebody, Shang was like, oh man, I don't feel that good. I'm not going to be there today. That'd be like, yeah. See, Nicole H, the man's not here to defend himself, but she's going to say facts. He old. Whatever the reason was, 3 years ago, my point is stay focused, class. Come on. My point is you could just be like, oh, I don't feel so good today. Won't be there. And people be like, you know. Nowadays, you like, man, I don't feel so good. Everybody's like, thoughts and prayers. Oh Lord. Oh Shane, don't feel good. And I'm like, I hope these jokes are just jokes. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But it's like, there is that was my first thought. I was like, you all right? Like, what's good beyond feeling shit, feeling like shit. Cause, you know, just just a week ago, not feeling or feeling like shit just meant like yeah, you'll be all right tomorrow, next day, whatever. But nowadays, I feel like shit is like human shit or pit bull diarrhea. Like what levels of shit are we talking about here? Um, because that shit can make a difference right now. But yeah, I told him rest up. We got this. When I say we, I mean me and you guys. This is Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. That's our motto. A Dro solo edition. I'm Black Pedro. You see it right there. Usually to my virtual right, comedian Shang is there, but he hit me and was like, "Man, I ain't feeling it today. Not feeling well." So we got you, Shangadang, Shangalangadang. Let's go, baby. We're here for you live. Savage AF, that is, whether it's me or him or both of us. And I just said him, and ain't no him here, but whatever. And I just said him here. But the point is, the entity Savage AF itself is typically here for you Monday through Friday, live on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time, or simultaneously, as they would say in the Queensland. Um, Mondays and Fridays, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check your local listings, which means follow the page at the bottom. See, it's scrolling right now. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF If you ever miss us live, okay, that's a bad day. And I'm sorry for you. Like, wow. Shit got fucked up today. You missed Savage AF. Feel for you. You know what I mean? It's like if you were a 90s kid, it was like missing an episode of In Living Color on Sunday night and then trying to show up Monday morning as if you would have anything to talk about at the lunch table, nigga. Like, you didn't see the episode? All right. Just he says FF. You can listen if you want to, but please don't talk. So hopefully you never get in that space. But if you ever do miss the show live, go to the YouTube page. Again, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. Hey, F. Gatlin, welcome. You made it right before, we was about to start class, girl. So no poll work for you today unless you want to. It's always voluntary. Nicole H, you got TiVo? Okay, first of all, that's it's just DVR. Okay. You ain't got to get specific with your brand. And is TiVo still an active company? All right, because you dated yourself within a current technology. Okay, so I just need you to, all right. I need y'all to see that. She still got TiVo. Apps now, baby. We on apps. What's the haps on the apps? Everybody doesn't watch this shit. You know what I mean? The other day, apparently, I had on a shirt so offensive that niggas forgot about the world and the problems and was just focused on the polka dots. That's fine. White shirt today, y'all. You good? Are you mad at the pants? Let me show you. Pat Al, how you like me now? Ha! Crotch shot. Yeah, you dick watchers. Fuck all you. Anyways, what can you say about a white tee? Boys in the hood, whatever, formerly incarcerated. I ain't the nigga to fuck with. Anyways, not everybody's into watching this. Okay. Some people are audiophiles. You like it in the ear. Want to hear where I'm coming from. AJ Fit, you just gonna come in with, see, niggas don't even say hi. Niggas don't be like, greetings, my brother. Like, I mean, I know you 3 times my size, my dude, but say hi before you just bang onto, and you bringing up old shit, the Constellation shirt. Yeah, Orion's belt was near my belt, but whatever, my nigga, like, damn. Y'all still on that. Thank you, Nicole H. She's still yelling. It was a nice shirt. It was a nice shirt. Pamela Knox, professional dick watcher, PDW. I like that. Let's go. Our second Nicole is here. Nicole Sadler's in this bitch. Nicole S and Nicole H. May the Nicoles unite. All right, man. We do ask that you. I mean, the show's Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. But damn, say hi before you just come in with jokes like that nigga shirt. Like, yeah, that's tough, man. It's just a tough place to start. But I've well acknowledged. Me well acknowledged now that most of you are way more savage than I'll ever be. So that's what it is, man. All right, so here we go, y'all. For those that don't want to watch, maybe even can't do it, we appreciate you. We love you. We're here for you wherever you get your podcasts, so you can get that audio into the earlobes. Here, where I'm coming from, Dick Watchers. Got your ass. Um, Wherever you get your podcasts is where you can find Savage AF. That's us, man. iTunes, Google, Slacker, Stitcher, whatever, all that shit. SoundCloud. Remember them days, y'all? Made you yearn for that voice, didn't I? I won't do that again. That was creepy. All right, man. The most important thing before us get this show started is Instagram. It's really like what do they call it in Dune? The spice. It's like this essence of life, the force. If you're a Star Wars, what I mean? It's like, the midichlorians are high in this one. So with Instagram, it's like, especially as a comedian, need it, got to do it. I'm not funny unless I have followers. It's right here. At Black Pedro on Instagram. Make sure you're following at Comedian Shang. You know when it's the Dro Solo edition that the visuals are going to be lacking because it's my activity while the show is going on is drinking and looking at the comments, and it's hard to do all and then talk, and so it's hard to do all three of those when I'm just by myself. So won't be a whole lot of graphics today or any. When I say a whole lot of. Also going to be a shorter show because it's just me. It's Black's Pedro Dro Solo video diary. As this is what we doing today. No segments, no motherfuckers say what. No Black Pedro pop in today. All right, but we do have shit to talk about. There's just a couple things I want to talk about. And I didn't even put them shits in the fucking. Yeah, I hate myself, man. Into the banners or whatever. So I'm just gonna keep talking to y'all for a minute, and then after that, we'll actually get into the show. This little copy paste, this little copy paste there. That's all I need to do. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, by the way, Savage AF is not just a virtual experience. Okay, you can get this in live, right? Dick watching. We could do that live. On stage at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. You know what? I think I will. I think we got I thought there was I thought Shang had a flyer. God damn it. It's not in here. Holy shit. No, well, maybe it is. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Boom. Ta-da. How you like me now? I'm in the mix. Tomorrow night. I'm sorry, not tomorrow night. 2 nights from now. On Friday. Long Beach, Laugh Factory. Beautiful venue. Probably the most gorgeous, largest club I've been in. Like it's just a beautiful space, and it's huge. Always have fun there. So gonna be there. Shang and I, along with Nika King is on Euphoria, right? You'll recognize her. Narciso Gonzalez, Lori Douglas, personal friend of mine, very funny lady, great talent. Gonna be a good time. So if you are in this Southern California area, you want to get some Savage AF live in, me and Shang, same show. This isn't even one we put together. Like this is just the club. We're both in at the Laugh Factory, and they happen to book us on the same show. They fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. I don't know why I got that loud. But here's the thing, y'all. Just a couple things to talk about today. Um, I'm going to end with a discussion about black distractions because with all the things going on in the world, and the focus has definitely been on the Ukraine, as it should be. I mean, it's a major global event that has implications, worldwide. That's what global means. Um, but the only things beyond that seem to be black people that the media is focused on. So I want to talk about that for a bit. But before we get into that, speaking of Ukraine, Savage AF, by the way, it is Wednesday, a hump day, April 13th, 2022, year of your Lord. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. This is the Dro Solo edition. Money ain't a thing, y'all. It really ain't. It can't be. And I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing it. Breezy JJ's asked, "Where's the cat?" I don't know. She don't show up no more. For the you know what it is? I closed the blinds, and really, what was attracting her was the light contrast and the shadows. Like every day, as the sun begins to set, it comes through and she gets fascinated with these shadows. Not the brightest. She's not the brightest star in the sky. Athletic, cutie pie, got some, neuroses, some mental issues for sure. And then, just the next day, she really doesn't remember that the day before it was just shadows on the wall. I don't think she knows what shadows are. And it's funny, sad, like I laugh at her doing it, and then I'm like, like she don't realize how much time of her life she's wasting. She could be chasing toys around the house or scratching a couch or something, but instead she stares at the wall at the same time every day. Anyways, that you got me sidetracked, Breezy. Come on, girl. But I do miss the guy. Kershawn, where you at? Bitch. Anyways, money in the thing, man. Okay. Jay Z, JD, they tried to tell us, right? It's a bunch of J's tried to tell us, okay? Jermaine Dupri, Sean Carter, Jay Z. They said money ain't a thing, man. This was throw it in there, whatever. I'm not saying this is unjustified. The Ukraine needs assistance, but President Biden announced an additional $800 million. $800 million is relatively close to $1 trillion. I'm sorry, $1 billion. And that's it's no short stack. If you're talking about money in the thing, I mean, okay. I mean, I got the Billy, but it's a Billy. It's like it's a tall stack. So again, the Ukraine needs money, needs help. Throw it at them, but the fact that we have it, and for all these years, for the grand majority, dare I say, the totality of my lifetime, uh, there's there's always been this debate from conservatives about all these things that we don't have the money for. And Maya Baker hits you just go in, Maya, huh? What you been drinking today? Gin for breakfast? She just in, where's our reparations? God damn it. You got money for the Ukraines and the craters and the whatevers, but you ain't got no more fucking reparations. I felt your drunken anger in that question. But my thing is, I just don't want to hear it anymore, Maya, and everybody else who's drunk out there, hopefully with me, okay? Motherfuckers. Because I don't want to hear it anymore that we don't have the money for that. This is going to cost too much in the end. That we, that is, how are our children, our grandchildren going to pay for this? Nigga, the same way we do by making this shit up. Fuck you talking about? Oh shit, Maya Baker. Okay, I appreciate your realness, girl. And now I see why you turned. She said cran watermelon and Malibu, which has a hint of that that coconut essence to it. So you just on island vibes, huh? She a island girl. Yeah, she's an island girl. Whatever. AJ, stay focused, man. He said cats are a waste of a pet. Can't train them. Walk where you eat. They put their feet someplace. They go to the bathroom. Hey man, dogs ain't no cleaner really. But yeah, you can't train cats. They train you. They be like, listen, you can clean this litter box, or I'm gonna pee on everything. Yeah. Uh, Jeffrey Keller, and this is my point. He said we knew money wasn't a thing during the pandemic. They just pay for stuff they want to pay for. Absolutely, right? Like we talked about that during the pandemic. Like, oh, y'all got trillions in these in these sofa cushions, huh? Somebody dug deep into that fold out bed, huh? Just trillions there. So, and by the way, shout out to Jeff Keller. And if you're not following him already, you're fucking up. Like, honestly, you're some kind of drug addict, and get your life together. Very funny man, but also very wise. But that was where I was absolutely going. It's just like we already know that we had the money from the thing, and they still got money. Like I don't even want to ask where the 800 million come from. Where y'all get 800 million, nigga? From us, from everywhere, from whatever, from a printer, like it is, whatever, dog. Like it's yeah, but pay for the shit. Like yes, help Ukraine with the money. Yes, yeah, man, absolutely. Stop Russia. Fuck yeah. We've been on that shit since, for me, since the 80s, my nigga. Like, Rocky 4 was just all about, like, it was just propaganda, dude. Just propaganda. I don't even think Dolph Lundgren is from Russia. I don't even think he's Russian. Dolph Lundgren? That sounds more Swedish. I never really even thought about that. That shit just hit me. Let the liquor tell it. But the point is that the propaganda has always been that Russia is bad, America good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right? Fine. Let's go. This is another example. This is the most blatant example I've seen in my lifetime, right? This fucking AJ Fit, if you don't stop talking about these goddamn cats, my nigga, they not even on the show. I need y'all to stay focused, man. I need y'all to stay focused. I love y'all, man. Because sometimes the little tangents I go on take y'all out there. I'm like, come back. Centripetal force, you're supposed to come back. God damn it, this is a gravitational rotation. I don't even know if that means anything. Whatever. Nicole A said, I need to borrow about 25K. That. Meanwhile, Pam Knox is like, that's what guns are for. All right, Dion Warwick. She's like, all about that war. But listen, I just don't want to hear it. We just have too many examples now of when the money came from nowhere when it was absolutely needed. Right? Pandemic hit, nobody can work. Everybody America had the money, bro. America had the money. Whatever that means, whatever money is at this point. Little digits, the little card. I cleaned my room today, did an overhaul, a sweep. Now I found my stimulus card, my little Bank of America stimulus card. Now, remember that joint, man? Like, oh, that was good. Fun times. Where'd that come from? That wasn't even a dollar I have. I could go to a thing and ATM and pull it out. But like they never sent me money, or they sent me a piece of plastic and electronically. And if anybody's wondering what cryptocurrency is, electronically, I just had dollars all of a sudden. Like, I don't know. Where was that money? But glad it got to us. But we all needed it. A lot of us needed it. Maya Baker says there's always a war chest, right? The pandemic was a war against a virus. Ukraine is in a war against a Russian invader. America is at war with itself. You know what I mean? Like America's at war with its own ideologies. This idea of equality, justice, freedom, financial success and gain, American dream. That has long withered for so many people. Like, spread the money around, guys. If it's real at all, they're video game chips. You know what I mean? They're Pac-Man pellets. Like, you can make more and gobble those up. Like, let's go. Or don't require them at all. But either way, you either spread it around or niggas gonna come take the shit. Uh, Let me see. Jeffrey Keller brings up a point because when people don't learn from their history, we're doomed to repeat it. He says, I feel like we're in the 70s again. Gas prices out of control. We're scared of Russia, and food prices are too high. Listen, man, when you don't learn from your history, you are doomed to repeat it. It seems like, and this hits home for me because when you talk about the 70s and the gas prices being high, the oil embargo that basically crushed the American industry or the American auto industry as a sort of global powerhouse, which was focused in the city I grew up in which I was born in 1977. That hits hard for me. My thesis in undergrad was focused on the city and the auto industry and the effects of its rise and fall. But that's a very real thing. When and we see it now in the supply chain and it's all connected. Food prices too high. Why? Because they can't push the trucks around. They can't get the crates off the docks. All of this is connected. The gas prices for truckers right now, I mean, it was already staggering to their business, and now. I'm gonna live that shirt down, Nicole H. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Next week, I'm only wearing that shirt. What'd I say? Because now y'all done brought out that part of me. Yeah, the nigga that's belligerent. The motherfucker that's spiteful. Y'all don't like my polka dots, nigga? Tune out, nigga. I'll bounce everybody from this show off of one shirt. It'll just be the shirt show. Yeah. It'll be Black Pedro .in. That's right. I'm a .in on y'all niggas. Y'all think I'm fucking around. Y'all really think I'm fucking around. Next week, and Nicole, I know you like the shirt. You the only one. So I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for us. It's the only way we're gonna survive, girl. You can't let these niggas bully you. It's gonna be a shirt week, nigga. Next week. Trust me. Monday through, nigga. Monday through. Cause y'all done started some shit. That's a good shirt. That was French Connection. From France, nigga. Connected. And y'all niggas want to really? Y'all don't know, black. Okay, nice to meet you. Oh shit, my color, the ring light ain't even on. Oh shit, hold on. Damn, now you could get the skin tone because I had the other. I didn't even realize it was on the white person. Like nigga, this the Negro shade to it right here. Didn't let you get the earth tones in, my nigga. Yeah, y'all want to do that? This was gonna be a short show today. I was just gonna talk about a few things relevant to the world. But if y'all really want to stay on the shirt, I'ma stay on the shirt. I'ma stay on the shirt. I'ma hit up French Connection, my nigga. I'ma get 2-3 months with F's, nigga. Months worth of supplies, nigga. What? Y'all don't think I will show up every day the rest of my life in that shirt? Like for real. Nigga, I got other polka dots. I got button down polka dots, nigga. just like that. Just nigga, I could go to. I could almost go to my birthday, nigga, with an F, nigga. My birthday, polka dots with polka dots, nigga. And y'all really want to say, woo? Well, next week is polka dot week. Shang ain't even here to understand what it means, but we gonna enlighten that nigga. Uh huh. Yeah. Anyways, America got money like I got polka dot shirts. That's right. That's right. Did that too. Connected the shirt back to the show and the topic. Y'all can't get me off my. That's what I do is connect dots, nigga. That's why I wear polka dot shirts. Chaos theory, nigga. Butterfly effect. All these dots connect. That's what the world is made of. A dot matrix. You ever heard of it? Nigga, if you ever broke your TV screen down, you know what you see? A dot, bitch. A motherfucking dot. Pixel, whatever. Fuck. I blacked out. What happened? Oh man, what were we talking about? All right. Here we go. America's got the money. I don't want to hear the shit conservatives. Fuck all y'all. I'm gonna move on to the next topic. I'm gonna connect the next dot. A lot going on in the world, man. A lot going on, right? War in Ukraine. That's what's on right now. But one thing I have noted, noticed. All right, Nicole, I'm gonna breathe. You're right. I should just. If I could touch my earlobes right now, I just woosah. Ugh. Uh, but yeah, man. All right, so don't be quoting Biggie against me. Never use Biggie against me, Queen B. Okay. Unbelievable is one of my favorite Biggie songs, by the way, too. Polka dots ain't got shit on me. Yeah, yeah, y'all don't want me to go Denzel over this shit. I'm gonna tell y'all. All right, I'm gonna move on. By the way, this white shirt is just a zoom in on a dot, nigga. Yeah, like if you could zoom in on the center of a dot, it would look like this, nigga. I'm always on dots, my nigga. Always on dots. Stay up on the way up. Then you gotta pay up. Yeah. All right, man. So the main thing going on globally that everybody's sort of looking at with a central focus is the war in Ukraine, right? And as we were obviously just talking about topic before, America's throwing hella money at it, justifiably, not complaining, just saying, "Don't tell me you don't have money to pay for domestic shit, then, right?" Because that's how it is. Like if I could, I'd give money to every homeless motherfucker on the street, but I don't have it like that. Sometimes I'm way up relative to my life, so I'll throw a little something out there. But for the most part, man, I'm still trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? So that that's it's like America. If you're not taking care of all your domestic shit, why are you throwing money out in the streets? But again, this is a necessary evil. The war in Ukraine, that is. But don't tell me we don't have the money. But with the central focus being on the Ukraine, one thing I have noticed in the past week or two is that the only major distractions from this global war in Europe is or are black people, right? So what have we had? Black on black crime, right? Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. We're now bouncing from Ukraine. Sorry to Jake Tapper in Lviv, but we're going to the Oscars where a slap has occurred, right? It's just like took over the news. Uh, on a positive note, and should be covered, should be broadcast, should be to be honest, idolized for its iconographic um, occurrence, is the confirmation or the nomination and confirmation of the first black woman to the Supreme Court of the United States, Justice, soon to be Supreme Court Associate Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Right, that also took over the news, aside from the war, and now we have crazy nigga on the subway. I'm not going to say his name, but this is, the next major story. It's the next, because there was a mass shooting in Sacramento last week. I didn't even talk about it because I was just like, I'm personally burnt on them. But New York subway smoke bomb, like that shit, like that shit hits because I'm like, well, that's somewhere I could be, and I've been on the subways a million times, and like it's just like ugh. Yeah, and I've seen crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a space I'm usually like I do it, I'm fine, but like it's like not the greatest experience. You know what I mean? I'm not like the trains in New York are magic. I'm like, ugh. All right, how many stops? Cool. Like I'll be talking to people like, yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah, just looking at the map the whole time, looking up at the thing. Like we said, okay, 4 stops. Yeah, no, I know that's crazy, man. Know the best Chinese food. I know. Oh, we got this one. Okay, 2 more stops. Cool. So like I'm constantly like, when do I get off this motherfucker? So, um, but I don't know. It just seems like, especially in two of these cases, the villainizing of black people is the only kind of relief you can get from this white on white war in Europe. Is like, oh, Putin is dangerous. Putin is a madman. By the way, Negro star slaps Negro star. Like, what's going on? This is crazy. This assault is so. And I'm like, guys, it was wrong. It was terrible. Nobody's proud of it, but it's a slap. Like, Chris got the means to handle it. Will got the means to whatever. The Oscar or the Academy's gonna do what it does. Cool. You know what I mean? Ketanji Brown Jackson. It's positive for us, but it's also in the light of, a lot of the coverage was about the disrespect she was facing. Nicole H, you stupid. Black squirrel. You know what I mean? Like nigga squirrel. Like it's like this distraction that's just and the only thing we can focus on besides white on white war in Europe is either black on black crime, black woman gets disrespected, um, and then nigga with a gun. Birth of a nation. Nigga in the woods chasing white women around on the wild. By the way, this story has gotten crazier. Apparently, the dude called the cops on himself, and okay, and sorry. So they have him in custody now. The suspected shooter, a black man, and uh, apparently he called the cops on himself, and that along with some eyewitness, people were like kind of recognized him and pulled some cops off the street. Brought him into custody without incident, which would be rare for a black man considered to be armed and dangerous. Um, Although he did drop the gun, his credit card, and a few other things at the scene. I think in a easily recovered trash can receptacle. So, there was he's obviously mental health is an obvious issue with this person. In the fact that you pulled out a gun, and shot a bunch of people randomly in public, is he's from Milwaukee, I believe, and drove to New York, picked up a U-Haul van in Philly, and then he stopped in places, I think somewhere in Indiana, and then Pittsburgh, and a couple, and then in Philadelphia, he picked up a U-Haul van and then drove up to New York and then into Brooklyn and got on the subway in a construction vest and hard hat. So there's a level of planning. Apparently, he had some kind of disguise on him as well. Um, he had a smoke canister for the distraction and concealment. But then also just like leaves, obvious evidence at the scene. So irrationality is embedded in every essence of his being at this point, right? From the action itself of just shooting people to the somewhat logical planning of like he was able to escape from the scene, but then he just left this trail that's just like, all right, well, what were you really trying to do? Also has YouTube posts about his desires to kill people. Um, and we say savage shit on the show, but I don't sit around like if Michigan don't win the championship next year, I'm a like that's a little nutty nuts. Breezy JJ's postulates that he was setting up his insanity defense. Maybe I actually hadn't even quite thought about that. Hmm. I just thought he was insane. It was like, this motherfucker just seemed insane. But because there is some level of like rational planning on a diabolical level. Like, oh, let me shoot up these people, set off the smoke, or set off the smoke and shoot people, and then bounce. I'll come in with the vest and the hard hat and this, and then throw on a disguise and bounce and be back in Wisconsin in no time. But he didn't like so he's not from New York, right? Like he's not a New Yorker, but they just arrested him in lower on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, where he called himself in. So it's like he could have probably gotten out of the city. I would say most definitely he could have gotten back to that U-Haul van right after the incident. It seemed like and just bounced. Um, Obviously it's linked to him, and the camera. I don't know. He would have been caught, but his actions are like not that of a person who was necessarily trying to get away with it or have some life-threatening confrontation either. So it really seems like an insanity snap, but um, and yes, Pam Knox, she clearly looks insane, but also not a great shot. I was wondering if he had gotten like tackled or fell and was just on the ground shooting or some shit like that. But apparently he shot a lot of legs. But in this case, we won't call it a terrible shot. We'll call it a divine. He's a divine marksman. If you're gonna be crazy and do a mass shooting, yeah, shoot calves and toes and butt cheeks, and not faces and spines and shit, right? Um, but yeah, he was this nigga was sitting outside of a McDonald's on the Lower East Side and was like, "Yeah, I'm at McDonald's." Which isn't a good look for McDonald's either, because you got to be, fairly great. I'll fuck with their breakfast on the road or some shit like that. I mean, because you just don't have other options. But like, if you really fucking with McDonald's still, like you're a little nuts. You're a little batshit. The McRib made me do it. If that's his argument in court, I will revel in it. But yeah, no, on some all serious shit. It just seems like the media has found only one other distraction besides uh white dictator goes ape shit on white people, and that's you still got to worry about black people. They crazy. Yeah, and there's one on the Supreme Court too. So just be careful, America. They're everywhere doing all kinds of shit. It's black on black crime. They're still slapping each other, and now they're trying to legislate to get her coke brother out of jail, and then they'll be on the subway just shooting. So Yeah, Pam Knox. He was not the shooter that is in this New York subway situation. Was not physically well either. Yeah, he seemed like McDonald's was a natural fallback for him. Like if he had any plan, he's like, all right, I'm gonna pop smoke, pop 10 shots, maybe 33. Dump the gun and everything that can identify me as close as I can to the crime scene, and then fall back to Mickey D's. Operation McNugget on 3. Break. And, and it's like, but you were by yourself. Why'd you do a break? But ultimately, as I ramble on, I just think that it's interesting to me. I don't want to hypothesize about what it ultimately means or that it's intentional, but I just found it interesting that like, oh, it's really only black people in these sort of historically crazy ways that are just dominating the news outside of the Ukrainian war, right? It's black on black slap at the Oscars never happened. No kind of slap. Um, First black woman ever nominated and confirmed to the Supreme Court, which feels and looks like an assault to a lot of Americans, especially if you're Republican or white, in that way. And then you have this, just the literal most scary thing you could ever imagine is, and I mean, honestly, this is scary to me too. Like, this ain't just a white black thing, but just, yeah, a nigga with a gun and who's out his goddamn mind in a metal tube that's moving, that you can't get off of. Yeah, that's worst case scenario. Like pretty much, you know what I mean? Unless you want to put that tube 30,000 miles in the air or 30,000 feet in the air, I should say, then yeah, um, yeah, that's worst case. So yeah, it's like, hey, America, don't worry about the war in Ukraine. There's still Negroes to be scared of. Just found it interesting, guys. We could call it my pop in for today or whatever, but that's what it is. And that's the show for today. I did do 47 minutes, so by myself, just yippity yapping. I kind of freestyled some stuff earlier at the top, and we definitely want Shang to be okay. But again, it's like worrisome these days when people are like, "I feel like shit." You know, we all thought we knew what shit felt like, and then the pandemic came along, and you're like, "Wait, you feel like, what kind of shit?" We telling donkey turds, fish pebbles, little cat nuggets, right? That hay filled horse pile. Like what kind of shit are we going through right now? Because now we realize that there's different levels to this shit. It's different levels to this shit, man. Did we do 20 minutes on the shirt, Nicole? Are you official timekeeper? Because we might need a keeper of time, so I appreciate that. But yeah, the shirt will be back. That's just I ain't even gonna wash it. Yeah. So by Friday, I'm just putting my armpits on the motherfucking microphone. Let that funk sing for you. You know what I'm saying? I wanna tell you about my baby. All right, man. This is it. This is it. We're done. Miss Adverb, I saw you. You came in late, bombing on me. It's all good. I'm a strong black man. Again, this is a zoomed in dot. This shirt right here, this white, this is just a dot. This is what a dot looked like. Like if you was in a dot and you lived in a dot, and that's all you had. You see what I did? Then that would look like this. You know what I'm saying? So that you know what it is. We'll be back. Hopefully there'll be a we. But Savage AF as an entity will be back tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, tell everybody you know. Like literally when your boss is like, so we're looking for your quarterly report, you should be like, Savage AF is up this quarter. Tell them to subscribe, y'all. Don't get fired. If you do, I don't want to hear that shit. Okay. I'm a comedian. I'm not like a life coach or whatever. If you actually listen to me, then you just, it's just like you're one of them people with their fucking